Clay Ballard here again, and this week's PGA Tour swing review is of Sergio Garcia. Now, I know Keegan Bradley won this week on the PGA Tour. We already have done a swing review on Keegan Bradley. Ray Wyville did a review last year. It's a great review. If you're interested in that, check it out. It's on the site. It talks a lot about weight distribution and how you can apply some of those principles to your own game. So this week we're going to be doing Sergio Garcia. And on your right here is Rotary Swing founder Chuck Quinton. He's going to display some of the correct movements that Sergio's just a little bit off on, and we're going to talk about the main things. Two things we're going to talk about are a reverse pivot. If you're struggling with a reverse pivot, and for those of you that don't know, if a reverse pivot is when your upper body leans back toward the target and your lower body kind of goes away from the target on the backswing, so your spine gets kind of tilted this way back toward the target. That's going to throw your swing off a little bit, and Sergio Garcia has a few of those moves in his swing. So we're going to talk about that, and then we're going to talk about downcock. And what this is increasing the angle of the club in your arms, so you're building lag as you start down and finish the backswing, start the downswing. So Sergio Garcia has about the most downcock that you'll ever see of anybody in the world, anybody I've ever seen, and that helps him to build a lot of lag. It's a little bit inconsistent because he does it so severely, and there's a more consistent way to do it, which we're going to show you here. But we'll get to that in a little bit. So the first thing we're going to talk about is a reverse pivot. Now, what I want to draw to your attention, so here's Sergio. So his hips don't really shift as much as you would see in a traditional reverse pivot. So usually you would see the hips are kind of shifting this way and the upper body's leaning back towards the target. And what happens is the spine is kind of tilted away from tilted toward the target on his upper spine. And then when he comes down, he's going to have to go back the other way, and it just leads to some inconsistency. He's been doing this his entire professional golfing career, I guess, the videos that I've seen. I'm not sure if he's done this his whole life, but it takes a lot of practice, and he does a lot of really good moves in his swing, creates a lot of lag, does some other things very well, gets to a great impact position to compensate for this. A lot of the amateurs I see that really struggle with this, they're not timing it up as well. They don't have all the other moves that Sergio does, so it's not working out as well. So we're going to talk about what we can do to fix this. Now, to address, the biggest key to stopping your reverse pivot is having axis tilted address. So here on the right, we'll see that Chuck's spine is actually tilted away from the target a bit. We're going to talk about why this is so important. As Sergio swings to the top of his backswing, here's the top of his backswing, his spine is now tilted the opposite way, leaning back toward the target, as opposed to where he was at address. Now, Chuck on the right, on the other hand, he has merely rotated around his spine. Let's go back a couple frames here. So if I draw a line on Chuck's spine here, as he swung to the top of the backswing, it was roughly stayed exactly the same. So we're going to, on the website, we have videos. One of them is axis tilted address. We're going to show you how to get into proper address position and how to incorporate axis tilt to your swing. We're also going to do we have a push versus pull video. So depending on which muscles you use to rotate your body, you can either keep proper spine alignment and be very consistent in your swing, or you can lose proper spine alignment and be very inconsistent in your swing. So there's a specific muscle that you need to activate. We're going to go over that with you in the push versus pull, and also some of the right shoulder blade glide video is going to go over that for you. So if you remember, those videos are going to help you to stay centered around your spine. Now, the last part of this is as we come down into the impact, let's take a look at their spine angles there. So Sergio comes to impact. Now his upper spine is here and his lower spine is roughly there. So you can see his spine is kind of moved around all over the place. Obviously not the most consistent way to move. As Chuck shifts to his left side, goes into impact, we'll see that the spine angle has stayed roughly the same. It has increased a little bit more away from the target, but it stayed roughly the same and just shifted forward. Now if you look at these red lines, obviously the one on the right that Chuck's demonstrating is going to be a little bit more consistent than the one on the left that Sergio's demonstrating. So if you use the proper principles, watch the videos that we go over, it's going to show you exactly how to do this, walk you through this step by step. Now the next part we're going to talk about is downcock and building lag in the swing. Sergio is probably the most famous player on this PGA Tour, or the famous player ever, when it comes to building lag. And it all has to do with this downcock move that's very severe in his swing that kind of jumps out at you right away. That's not the only way that you can build lag, though. You need a little bit of downcock, but not necessarily as much as Sergio has. So the downcock move is basically, as he comes back, as he swings at the top of his swing, you're going to notice his club stays well short of parallel. Now most amateurs I see, in an effort to get power, they're swinging their club way past parallel, or at least a little bit past parallel, and they're getting long and loose, and they really feel loaded up and like they're really going to kill the ball. What happens is it makes it very difficult to keep lag in the downswing. So if you're getting long in your swing, that's the first key. You can't take the club all the way past parallel and hope to increase lag. It makes it very, very difficult to do that when you're swinging that way. Chuck's going to do the same thing. So if we look at the top of Chuck's swing, both of them are short of parallel. Now this angle between Sergio's club and his left arm is greatly going to increase as he starts down. So you can see his club really drops down. He's really tightening that angle, and it looks like he's getting a ton of lag, which he is. He's getting a tremendous amount of lag. This is a great move as far as building lag, not the most consistent in the amount of severity that he's doing this move. So Chuck's going to have a much more consistent way of doing this, and that as he shifts his weight to his left side, you can see that this angle is increasing just a few degrees. It's not going to increase 30 or 40 degrees like Sergio's is, but this is a much more consistent way to build lag. Now, one thing that I found really, really interesting is they go to the bottom of their swings where it's most important, where lag is absolutely the most important. You maintain lag throughout your downswing, and now the hands are going to move very short distance, the club head's going to move a very long distance, and that's going to transfer a lot of power with a very minimal amount of energy. We're going to put them in the same spot here. So let's take Chuck's hands. So both of them are down to where the back of their left hand is on the inside of their right thigh. And you can see that the amount of lag that they have maintained is nearly identical. Actually, Chuck probably has 3 or 4 degrees more lag than Sergio does in this particular video. So that at the point where it matters, they both have the same amount of lag. Now Sergio was a lot flashier in the way he did it, and it can bring up a little bit more inconsistency. So if we learn how to do this correctly, the way Chuck's doing it here, it can be a very, very consistent way to build lag, and you're going to have tons of power in your swing. Now the video that's going to go over this for you is the downcock drill. It's going to show you how to increase that angle. For those of you who are not currently members, I'm going to make a special offer for you today, and if you click in the link that's in the description below, it's going to take you to our website. You're going to be able to sign up for the free membership. You're going to get over 2.5 hours of free instruction on our site. We're never going to charge you for this. You're going to be a free member for your entire life. You're going to be able to take advantage of those videos, and it takes no time at all to sign up. Never going to be build anything. I'm also going to, in this link, I'm going to allow you to watch the downcock video, and that's the move that Sergio is making here and that Chuck did very efficiently and effectively to help them build lag in their downswing. And it's going to show you exactly how to go through this. It's going to walk you through it step by step. We're going to give you this for free only with this video. So if you're not currently a member, you're watching this video, if you click on that link below, you're going to be able to go watch the downcock video as you clicked from this link. So if you get onto the website and you try to sign up for a free membership the normal way, you're not going to have access. That's only available to premium members on our site. So if you want to take advantage of that, click and sign up for the free membership, and it's also going to allow you to watch the downcock video, and it's going to show you how to build more lag in your swing. So I look forward to seeing you guys on the website, and good luck with your golf game.